Yo, so today we got a question from a dude who's 45 and his head, elbows, shoulders, knees, and toes bother him all the time. What should he do? Great question, man. Before we go into that, you ought to know my name. It's Elliott Hulse. I'm a strong man. I'm a strength coach. I'm making men strong here on YouTube since 2007, dude. And you just discovered your new favorite fitness channel for men over 40. If you want to get jacked and lean, shredded and mean, and build muscle and be great while your age is getting late, well, then book a call with me and we'll decide what the best route is for you. Cool. So, yo, Elliott, my name's Rob. I'm 45. I've been lifting for many years now, but now my knees, shoulders, and elbows always seem to ache. I don't want to stop training, but I don't want to wreck my body. What's the best way to keep building muscle while protecting my joints? That's a great question. So 45 and your goal is to build muscle, but I'm going to back you up for a moment and I'm going to talk about tendon growth. What I think would be great for you to do as a phase in your program. So part of the reason why the joints start having pain is because of poor posture, muscular imbalances, and the joints don't sit and articulate the way they should. They're not moving smooth. They're not in their groove. A lot of our joints have been displaced. They're not in their groove, right? Because if they were moving smooth, there wouldn't be any pain. And the reason why they don't move smooth is because, well, there's either slack in some side around the muscle, around the joint, 360 degrees, meaning like maybe there's a weak muscle, or there's tension. It's pulling tight, and so it's moving around in there. It's just not where it's supposed to be. I'm just all of your joints, right? You can have that with the elbow, the shoulder, the knees, and the toes. Everything like we said, bro. So what do? You know that you want to get those joints back in the track. You want them moving smoothly. How do you do that? Well, there are a few different ways to go about it with corrective stretches that's helpful and certain corrective exercises. But that's a whole ball of wax in its own. You got to get an assessment, and then you got to make sure that you're doing the stretches right. And the exercises are sometimes really boring and nuanced, right? The corrective exercise. Not that they're bad. I'm just saying, do you really want to do that? Or what I would invite you to do is to do a season of partials. Partials. What are partials? Partials are reps where you're not doing a full range. You're doing partials. So if you're having shoulder and elbow pain, when you do bench press, you would do the eccentric portion until you feel the pain, right? Until you feel, oh, that doesn't feel good. So you don't go through the pain. I know a lot of times that's what we do as guys. We go through the pain, right? It's like, whatever. You make some sort of compensatory movement pattern, you lax somewhere, and then you just push right through it. Boom, cracking, stomping, papping, cracking, and feeling not so good. Shit rubbing that's not supposed to, right? You can still get stronger by doing a partial range of motion that doesn't cross through that pain. This has been scientifically proven. There is a crossover, like a 30-degree crossover of strength when you pause at about 90 degrees, right? So do partials. I like to do partials in the rack sometimes. So I'll set up the rack so that the bench press is here, and I can bench press up, boom, and then it hits the rack. It won't come down. I did this to repair my shoulder. I was having a lot of problems with this shoulder. In 2014, I fell on my head. I hurt my neck really bad, and I got a lot of instability in this left shoulder. So, but I'm okay with it now. I'm fine with it now. I have no problem with it now because I did partials. And because I did partials, I was able to concentrate on building a stable foundation with my press. You can do that with your squat. If you watch, I trained my wife the other day, and although they weren't partials, I had her stop from going all the way down because I want her to build stability in her squat. You could do that with your squat. You could do that with your bench press. You could do that with your chin up, right? For a while, I was doing chin up partial. So it would go here, but then I'd stop right about there, and then I'd come here again. And I only did partials because I was having problems getting cramps in my lats, right? Partials. Look at all the movements that you're doing that cause you pain and go partially through the rep before the pain, right? Go to where you experience the pain, right before you experience the pain. And those are partials, and they will help you get stronger. They will help because you can use heavier loads. They will also be, so studies have shown that the bone grows and cartilage grows and the connective tissue grows with pressure. So you want like your joint capsules to be squeezed down. And the way you do that is with heavy weights. So by using heavy weights, you're causing like bone and cartilage growth. Like you need that pressure on the bones. So you have bone growth. And that's gonna help you as well too. Supplement wise, it might be good to start using collagen. Because collagen is gonna help you like rebuild that tissue in the connective tissue in the joints, right? At least this is what they say, right? I'm not a scientist. But there have been lots of studies that have shown also fish oil. So I take fish oil capsules and I feel great. And then also we made a video the other day, but I made it just now about testosterone. The lower your testosterone, the more your joints are gonna hurt too. Or if you're on TRT and you're taking estrogen blockers, that can make your joints hurt too. So there are a lot of other factors to consider. But we're just talking about lifting in the gym, partials. So I hope that helps, dude. Do partials. Done.